Everybody. All right. Anybody talks after this gets fined. All right.
It's jail.
Got announcements.
They're gonna buy us dinner. Okay. Any announcements, Jeff?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have an announcement. Our clerk, Shane Harrison.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I just wanted to remind everybody that this Friday, in conjunction, the City of Riverview, in conjunction with the Riverview Rotary, will be holding Shred Day here at City Hall from noon to 2 p.m. The Riverview Rotary is asking for non-perishable food donations, and they'll also be taking monetary donations. Again, that's this Friday, September 12th, from noon to 2 p.m. here at City Hall. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's it as an announcement, Your Honor.
Okay. 2-1, discuss rescission of license to Donshire residents.
Jeff, don't you want the chief to?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
God, I forgot the biggest one.
We got,
We got the biggest announcement. Come on up, Chief.
all right.
I'll stand.
Speak loud and clear, Chief.
Well, thanks to the connection Jeff has with some of our local businesses, proud to say that Waylon is going to sponsor our next police dog. It's going to be
Awesome.
named Waylon
Oh, okay.
appropriately. So we're hopeful to start probably in March of next year. We haven't picked a new canine handler yet, but looking forward to it. It's a great program.
Oh, awesome.
So good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Good news.
Okay.
All right, now let's discuss the rescission of license to Donshire residents. You want me to read the background on this?
Yeah,
What we're
you
talking
can,
about?
yeah.
All right, I don't normally do this, but I will. It's important. Certain residents of the Donshire neighborhood rear property lines abut against the Riverview Land Preserve. In 1993, a fence was installed, which is located about 40 feet inside the city's property line. Additional land in this area, which is owned by the city and adjacent to the Donshire residents, was left open. Each year, the city provides written permission to these residents to use the open land, subject to termination rights by the city of Riverview. From a recent inspection of the fence line, certain residents of Donshire have misused and damaged city property. The city attorney has prepared a draft letter revoking and terminating the city's permission for these certain Donshire residents to use the city's land, and requires removal of any property belongings to these residents, and requires restoration of any damage caused to the property. Jeff?
Yes, Your Honor. Erica, you want to come up with
Tracy?
Tracy? Come on up. Let me give you a little bit of history, since I have some past history at the landfill. When I started there, come on up, both of you right now. When I started there, I noticed behind the Donshire, have a seat. Behind the landfill and behind the residents on Donshire, I noticed some, for lack of a better word, I called it an easement area, but it's not really an easement area. We own the property. And I noticed that they had like fire pits, and they had lawn chairs, and it was like almost like a party area. They left lawnmowers down there so they could do the mowing and the grooming. They even carry it back to their garages. And so 2 years ago, we had our lead service person went back there, and I said, you know what, we need to start collecting this stuff. It's on our property. And I think it was 2 or 3 pickup truck beds full of items. And we reached out and took them all and put them in our shop area. And they started calling us because there was 10-foot ladders to climb over the fence, lawnmowers, like I said, expensive lounge equipment, and fire rings and a bunch of things. So where it really got out of hand is there was some recent fires there that actually burned some of our trees. And if that catches fire and we're not there at night, we did arrest a person for hunting on our site. They came into our property and shooting deer, and just a whole bad situation. So I think we revisit it, and we want to send these letters to say, hey, we'll probably have to put no trespassing signs up, and monitor what's going on back there. So I think in essence, Tracy's only been with us a handful of months. I know he's driven that, fence line. I think firsthand you can see that they're using that for entertainment purposes, and a lot of beer cans and a bunch of stuff going on back there, right?
So this is 3 residents specifically, correct?
Well, it's a whole fence line. There's more than 3 residents that go down that fence line. my guess is there's probably, how many addresses, Randy, that we send that? Like 20 maybe?
A little less than that, I think, but yeah, ballpark 20.
Yeah.
But there's 3 we're looking to revoke the privilege, or
I
we do
thought-
all of
We
them?
do it all.
Okay, I just
We do it all.
want to make sure I read it right.
Yep, we're gonna
Okay,
do it all.
right.
So I think that's in a nutshell. Birdhouses, and the problem was is when, when they install gates in their fence, they come back and they felt entitled, so. It's our property and risk reasons, liability reasons, we don't want them on our property, so.
This is shattered glass next to one of the wells, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a gas well, right?
It's a monitoring well.
Oh,
For
where-
the gas collection.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Is that anywhere near the
Well,
fire
it might be
area?
different.
Yeah, cut you off.
Cut it off.
Yep.
And that's a pretty big charred area
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of trees.
Yeah, kind of, to me, looked like they might have poured an accelerant on it, lit it and walked away.
Mhm.
They wanted to clear it quickly, because it's all stumped and they cut down
Yeah.
the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the broken
And there's a
grass.
power line that runs back there for
Well,
utilities.
and that's the other thing, that whole fence line is trimmed by DTE.
Mhm.
And so sometimes stuff's in the way. When they bring their trucks back in to do the trimming of that line, they have to move that stuff for DTE. Because that's the area that DTE trims. How often, Erica? Every few years?
Mhm.
I know it's not every year, but it's at least every couple or 3.
So let me ask, how did this all get started? With, obviously, there's the fence line. Did we get requests from them to use the property? I don't know how far back this goes, and we must have responded to them saying you can use it if you.
I think my memory is, and it's not real clear, but it was a goodwill gesture
Mhm.
to the Dawnshire folks because they were close to the landfill. And we're still close to the landfill, but, the necessity and all of that is, we didn't expect this sort of abuse.
Mhm.
And as mentioned, we're concerned about liability. We're concerned about people getting harmed and all of that.
Because it looks, at least some of these pictures here, they just clear cut everything behind their fence.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get this one, all the broken glass?
No, I didn't know. See, I printed it, didn't, okay, all right. All right.
So
Well,
that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Yeah, like Brian said, that is a very large swath of land that they burned.
Yeah.
so you just need consensus on sending the
Yes.
letter?
Yep.
No, for sure.
Does he have it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You have it.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so Hal, why don't you start with the engineering reports?
Good evening. The joint seeding program is about 80% completed. The street sectioning program is progressing very well. It's about 40% completed. The Clark water main replacement is being delayed. We're giving priority to lead services first to get those out of the way before we can do that. It's targeted to be started in November. The water mains on Ray, Costa, and Dundee are being designed, and we are doing lots of site plan reviews. That's all I have on the list.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So 4th Street, they just repaved with asphalt.
Yes.
And I brought up several times the turnoff onto Kingswood. From there has a pretty big divot. They filled part of that in. There is still about 8 feet that they could have just finished off, so there isn't a divot there. Is there any chance they're gonna go back and finish that?
I'll contact them, that's a county and a state project, but I'll give.
Is that because it comes into Kingswood that it's then our property or the city's?
No, up to the, back of the sidewalk is theirs. And
Okay.
from the sidewalk into the Kingswood is your property.
Okay.
So the area you're talking about is in the influence of Wayne County and the state, so.
Yeah, if you wouldn't
I'll
mind.
give them a call.
Sure. Thanks, Todd.
Anything for Sohail?
Thank you, Sahil.
Thank you.
Dave Skirdo?
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. In August, we had 2 new businesses got issued licenses. One is a garage door service business on 4th Street. The other one is called Renew Style and Home. It's consigned to business and went into Riverview Commons. The Panda Cannabis Building on Fourth Street, near that mobile station at Concessi, started construction.
They're really going to town on that.
Yeah, they're going, good. And then also that Downriver Forward report, which was that five-city riverfront report, did get formally issued in August, and we just been digesting that to see our next steps.
Right.
What was the holdup on that?
On,
On them getting that to us, the report with the presentation and everything?
Oh, the feedback I got was they didn't want to send it out till they made the presentation to all the cities involved.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
God, I think we should get it soon, because I think Wyandotte was the last
We got it.
one.
We just
Yeah,
got
we just got it. That's
Oh,
what I
okay,
was-
all right, okay.
I mean, push, we got our advance copy.
Yeah, oh, great,
So I've already shared it with the planning commission, and so,
okay.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave.
Jennifer, anything to report at the landfill?
There's no projects going on right now, outside the routine stuff, but we have been continuing meetings and discussions about the leachate treatment facility. We have a proposal in right now for the 90% drawings, which I think Jeff Kugelman is still reviewing, so, but we're making progress.
Awesome, thank you.
And just to reiterate with that, I've requested the 30% that we paid for, the design of the 30%. And I'm waiting for Riley Linting to meet with Eagle, so I'm going up there to find funding. So I'll keep council abreast when I get that appointment. But we do have a binder to take up there with us and to talk to these people about this unfunded mandate that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I don't have anything
Well,
other
I just
than.
acknowledge what Dave said then. So starting to see some activity in the Riverview Commons anyway. Got a couple of businesses interested in there. But you also mentioned the Downriver Forward plan. And I think I emailed this to everybody, the resolution where, I just want everybody to see it. And if nobody has a problem with it, then we'll adopt this at the council meeting. It's just a confirmation or resolution supporting the Downriver Community Conference and the Michigan Land Bank moving forward with taking possession of the Arkema property and hopefully at some point getting that thing cleaned up. So this is just a resolution supporting that. They asked for it, so we provided them one, but since it's a resolution, it's got to be voted on by council.
I got a question
Yeah.
there. Have you or anybody, maybe even Jeff, had conversations with the DCC about a couple things, like is Arkema even aware that the land bank is interested in, that we're?
Last conversation I had with them, they were not. They wanted, I think what they wanted to have all their ducks in a row first, put a little more pressure, because I think they're expecting some pushback.
Right.
But the key would be, and part is a little bit is, I'm a little uncomfortable with, but it's the only way it's going to work, is if Arkema agrees to have the land bank take possession and control of the property, they would agree to not sue them for whatever, whatever they might. Arkema would still have to pay for the cleanup, but they wouldn't be sued for all the stuff they did there.
Okay. That would have been my second question. so thank you.
Okay. And that's all I have. Any other business council wants to bring up?
I have
Go ahead.
a question first for Jeff. Do we have any update on search with the DCC for an economic development director?
Have I been copying in the emails? I think-
No, I didn't see him, I don't think.
I saw one email that.
Okay.
I've been reaching out to
Jasmine
these.
had
Yep.
replied, and that she's
She-
working on.
With funding from the state.
Okay.
But that's going to be our go-to is to, I really want to use DCC because if we get their DCC Economic Development Director, part-time person, we also get Jasmine, who was a full-time, and she's really good on the big picture, so that's my hope, and that was our agreement. So if that doesn't come to fruition, then we're going to have to look at Plan B. I'm going to give it one more month. That's all I'm going to give her, one more month.
I think her funding ends next year, and they're trying to find, because her job was part of the grant. And I think that grant money is ending. So they're trying to find funds for not only her position, but also for this part-time position that we would share with whatever.
That would be the other question, is it a shared resource with other communities?
Yeah.
Do we know which ones yet?
Oh, well, it would be with I don't know for
All the
sure,
communities
but
in the-
I would assume it'd be all of them in the DCC.
I think the couple that really needs help right now is Rouge and Ecorse.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So it'd be 3 of us right now?
Yeah. Good questions.
Yes.
Go ahead.
A couple other things, trying to make sure I get this muted. I noticed today that the videos for the council meetings on the website are like only last 7, and then on YouTube it only goes back to February 18th of 25. Is there a reason they're being taken down, or are they?
I know that we received some new equipment and we received a new server. Craig, would you like to comment on that? I don't know the details.
Yes, we've got a new cable server, so part of that online video service with the older videos was with the older server. I have backed up all the videos from there. It's just a process of putting them back online.
Would there be a reason that they're not available on YouTube though? Because that would be
No,
sort of their own
they
server.
should be on YouTube. Nothing should have.
It only goes back to February 18th of this year. So if
Yeah.
somebody could check on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I just wanted to
Yep.
verify our conversation with Stevens, because some people have been asking the question about notification for the additional totes. And from my recollection, I was asking some questions about how the residents would be notified, and it was going to be through Facebook, through the official city's Facebook channel, through the city website, and then the register.
Uh-huh.
And some people are complaining that they don't view any of that. I have some older neighbors that really don't use the internet, don't.
Don't read the paper and don't go on Facebook.
Apparently not.
So
So
we have to go
they
to
were
their house and
expecting
tell them
that
we're
there
gonna
would
do
have
it?
been some kind of mailer, sent to them. And the question then was, is it too late since the,
Yeah, was there a
they
deadline?
passed?
August
on-
22nd. Well, I would tell them to contact DPW. Let's
Which I
say.
did. And also,
Okay.
remembering the conversation, Stephen saying that there was, and I think you had agreed and used me as an example, that residences that already exceed the one trash can or putting out their own trash can receptacles, that they were being noted and would just automatically be given a can. Is that a true statement?
What I was told that they have addresses with people putting out more bags than the one can hold.
Right.
And they knew that they were reserving a can for those people. Now, I don't know if they're automatically taking them, or they were waiting for them to ask for it, but if they're one of those addresses and they haven't asked yet, I'm sure they'll be able to get a can,
Okay.
you know? Yes,
If you check the live tab, they should go back to, I don't know exactly how far, but. you'll
The live
find
tab on YouTube or?
The live tab on YouTube. yeah.
Okay, for those city videos, okay.
okay.
So that, I'm sorry, does that include the study sessions as well? Or just the?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
So I guess I'm assuming that they already reserved one and just waiting, you know, for them to call and be put on the list, but we're gonna work with people, I mean, especially the people that need it.
Right.
What they didn't wanna do is just carte blanche, put them there and find half of them up north or at Coldwater at all the cabins and, you know, that,
Does the city pay for each of those receptacles? Who pays for those additional receptacles?
the new ones?
Yeah. the
Stevens
additional-
paying for those.
Okay.
And a customer, or a resident would only pay now,
For a
would be
third
for a
one.
third
Third
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was an annual cost, and it was pretty low.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the feeling I got when they gave the presentation was that they really didn't want to advertise it too well because they didn't want the additional costs of residents calling and getting those receptacles.
Yeah,
That was
and I would agree with that because they know what happens.
Okay.
People get them for all up North Cottages and all wherever they take them.
They
They
want
don't
some-
need them, but they take them.
They wanted them for the people who really needed it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
People like you.
Yeah, thank you. Again.
Mhm.
But, and I use it just again this
I
week.
could rent out half of mine.
But I would just hope, as you said, that the DPW and the city will work with the residents
They
that
will.
really do need it and
They will.
we're not aware.
And we're
because-
gonna check their list to see how many times they had extra bags. This has nothing to do with special pickups. These are just black garbage bags or white bags that didn't fit in their thing, in their can on a historical basis.
All right, thanks for that clarification. And then last, I just wanted to give an update on the vision plan, the strategic vision plan committee. So as you know, we've been meeting, or maybe you don't know, but we've been meeting and having steering committee meetings. And then decided on the task force. We have 4 task force. We have the technology, we have placemaking, economic development, and then the enterprise funds. And so we had one person take each of those task forces ahead, and then we're working with the other committee members, which include not only steering committee made up of people on the administration side of the city, and also with residents. I think we had maybe 8 residents. And so myself and 3 other people took each of those task force. And so going back over a month ago, the task force were supposed to meet over that month and start working towards their work package of delivering what they see as the vision for the next 15 years, so up until 2040. And then we were meeting back a little over a week ago to discuss as an entire committee what the progress was. So at that meeting, there was one task force that delivered a presentation on some updates. The other 2, one was not available because of vacation, the other one was still working on some information and wasn't prepared. And then unfortunately, the 4th person had to step down for personal reasons. They just don't have the time to invest. And then one of the other residents who wasn't actually on any of the task force stepped down as well. So we went from having 8 residents down to 6. So I'll just put it out there again, if there's any residents listening, or, city staff, I guess, could be included as well, that wants to participate in the vision plan, they can reach out to myself, and then Rita is also the other council member, and then Dave Robbins is the alternate, or you can reach out to Jeff as well. So that's really the update for the vision plan. We're still working towards the end of the year to have something produced. We're struggling a bit, but I'll probably take over the enterprise funds as well as the economic development for the meantime until we get somebody to step up on that one.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian.
Mhm.
Anybody else? Now's the time for a public comment. And when, you only have to come up to the podium, you just stand in the spot if you want to address the mayor and council. See none? Well, we will adjourn.
Oh, wait.
Sorry,
Okay.
I know you want to go home. Question about the Dawnshire issue. Is there any talk of moving the fence to the actual property line so that it can't be used by the residents?
That would be their fence, though, wouldn't
That's
it?
their
up
fence.
there.
That's
They
their
have to
fence.
pay for it.
Yeah, they'd have to pay for it.
Other issue that, not that I want to put the code enforcers into high gear because people would strangle me. There seems to be, it's not getting any better as far as the rat issue in the city. I don't know what's going on. I've got dogs, my neighbors are using poison. It's really making me nervous. I don't know what can be done, what else can be done.
Dave, do you have whose area is this? Is it yours?
It's now John. John has code enforcement, or Chief
Well,
Allen.
do you have areas that they're more prevalent than others?
Feeling overwhelmed by social pressures.
I am.
I am now.
Online school. We offer an online school
All right,
that
you figured it out,
specializes
okay?
There's a
Our
thing called
online
a mute
school
button.
provides
It's not a
personalized
touch
learning tailored to your unique needs.
We'll wait. Okay.
It does seem like the east side of town,
Hey, Craig, you're gonna have to show Brian how to do that.
to answer your question, it does seem like we do send them more to the east side of the town.
Okay.
But to answer your question, though, I mean, we do it other areas, but it's more prevalent on the east side of.
All right. And how do we address somebody calls, has a rat problem? Don't we have a service that will provide a trap or whatever?
Yes, we do. They'll come out, I think, bait it, and then they'll come out a couple times after that.
It is All Seasons Pest.
I believe so.
It
yes.
is, because they have had to come out due to neighbors of mine. And they were great. They came out and took care of all the problem.
They're pretty good. They do note on their invoices when they go out, they'll tell us if they see a problem in a neighbor house.
Yes, that's exactly what they did. And then they were given a warning, and they had to clean up the mess back there. And they came back once a month, changed it out, and went away. So.
Nobody likes rats. I don't think we'll exactly clear every rat out of Riverview, but we'll do our best.
Thank you, Chief. Does that help, Nicole?
Yes, thank you.
Anybody else? All right, I do want to go home. Goodbye, everybody.